Well, what's up, y'all, and welcome back to the channel on this warm and slightly windy spring afternoon. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me good over this wind. In the pond right now behind my house, we got a little small pond back here we goof around in, but I got the Crescent Crew behind me. So I know a lot of y'all are gonna be excited about this video because you've been asking for a review for a while. And to be honest, I put it off on purpose. You know, I first started fishing Crescent, made the switch over the maybe the end of last summer, and I'm always hesitant to do a review on something I know nothing about. But anyway, here we are. It's next spring, a few hundred hours on the water, literally. So literally, you could check out our YouTube videos. We probably got, I don't know, 50 hours of fishing or more on there. But anyhow, I feel like I know enough about the Crew now to give an honest review, my opinion. And I think when you check this thing out, you're going to see it's a really good kayak, really versatile. So a two-man kayak that does a lot of things. It's got a really good price. And I'm telling you right now, I don't care how rich or poor you are, with eggs $5 a dozen. So price matters. So especially in my neck of the woods. But anyway, let's go ahead and get the camera turned around. Let's take a quick look at this thing. So like we said, it's a two-man kayak that easily converts to a one-man. I'll show you all that in just a second, but a few specs first. So 13 feet long, 35 inches wide, I believe, 84 pounds of total weight, and it's got a 600-pound weight capacity, so you can really pack some gear in here. So we'll start kind of right here. Let's just take a look at the back. Got you a good bit of room for a milk crate or whatever you want to throw back there. Camping gear, got all kind of, it came with some bungees too. I took those off. I like to use my own, but plenty of room in the back here, even in two-man mode. So real open layout. I like all the space on the floor. And something you'll notice that you hadn't saw yet, we'll come right back in a second, there are no hatches. And I'll be honest, let me bend down. It was leg day, so I'm kind of hurting. But when I first got the Crescent, I was kind of bummed about that. So the kayak I came from, you know, had storage areas. But then when you really start thinking about it, noticing it, all those areas do is collect water. So I'm glad that, you know, there's none of that to deal with. You got some nice cup holders here. So one thing I've noticed as far as fishing or getting fishing rods in here, you can run them along the sides. So I got some clips right here. I got these at Walmart, but you can have your rods on the side, and if you clip this on them, get it turned around, you don't have to worry about them falling off, which we hadn't really had a problem with that anyway, but just as a kind of a safety measure. So plenty of room in the front. See if I can squeeze in here if I don't turn over on this heel. But check this out. You know, this is where Colt 45 fishes the majority of the time. But I mean, I'm all stretched out here, and you got plenty of room. You know, the person in the front, an adult, can fish really easily. So let me get back up. Boy, oh man, I'm getting old. But one thing Crescent's done that I really like, check out these drains on the floor. So when water comes in, and this is especially important during the winter time, when water comes in, I mean, it'll hit these grooves, run right out the scupper. It's like that front to back. So really dry kayak, and that's really important, especially in cooler weather. A really unique feature about this kayak is being able, like we said, to go from two-man to one-man mode. Now, I've already got the seats unlatched, but I'll kind of show y'all how they work. You got a strap on this side with a buckle. It kind of goes through and around, and on the other side. So, but I've got both seats unstrapped just so we could do this quickly. So we're in two-man mode now. I want to go to one-man mode. You got a few options. All right. So you could keep the seat far back, especially if you're going to put a mount on the front for a trolling motor. You could have your battery up here and kind of distribute your weight. Or let's say you're a deer hunter, maybe on a WMA, you might be paddling out a deer, maybe even a duck hunter with a bunch of gear on the front. You could stay and keep your weight shifted to the back. Now, the way that I fish most of the time, of course, I don't have a trolling motor, so all I got to do, slide the footrest up, just like that. And then all we're going to do right here is do just like that and strap it in. Now, what's unique about this thing, let's take a look in one-man mode. look, I mean, this is an absolute beast. So when you buy this thing, y'all, you're not just buying a 2-man kayak. I mean, if you're like me, you're a dad that's got, you know, children that you want to put in there so you can have them out on the water with you, then that's great. But then if you get an afternoon to go by yourself, well, now you've got this just monster of a kayak that still only weighs 80-something pounds, handles really well. And check out, you know, say you just want it just for you. Look at all this storage area. I mean, you got room for a huge cooler plus other gear. I mean, you could put literally a week's worth of camping gear on here and not even know that it's on the kayak with you. So I think that's something that really sets the Crescent apart, is the ability, you know, to go from 2-man mode, 1-man mode, and you can do it in seconds. You know, all we got to do if we want to, I get home, I'm getting ready for the next day of fishing, go ahead, slide my stuff back just like this, and we're right back to 2-man mode. All I got to do is strap in my seats and we're good to go. Just to be on the safe side, I will go ahead and strap this seat in. Like I say, y'all, these straps are so simple. They hold the seat down tight. I'm only going to do one side right now, but and they also double the straps you're not using. You can strap your, maybe you can see what I'm doing here. Got this darn head mount on, but you can strap your paddle in, so you ain't got to put it in the back seat. I hate taking a paddle apart and putting it in the back seat. So anyway, let's slide off in the water real quick and check this thing out. All right, y'all, we'll talk about balance real quick. Show y'all a little trick. If you tie a rope onto the front, it's gonna make standing up a lot easier in this thing. And I know a lot of the kayak ads you see out there, normally you got some 110-pound guy, he makes it look so easy, and for him it is, but the facts are, the bigger you are, the harder this is. And I'm 250 pounds, so it's not easy. But my point is here, I have no trouble at all standing up in the Crescent, though I prefer to mostly sit down and fish. It is nice to be able to, you know, stand up, stretch your legs, kind of loosen up, especially if you're out on the lake all day or something like that. And like I say, this rope really makes it, if you got that, and that's great for dragging a kayak too, just a simple rope, but it makes sitting down way easier as well. And that's one thing about the Crescent, it does sit low. Now you can get a chair, a higher chair for a 1-man mode, and that's going to elevate you and it'll work fine. But if you try to do that in 2-man mode, it's not going to work as good. So one thing you've got to understand when you're kayak fishing, the higher you are, kayak becomes way more wobbly, way more susceptible, especially if you're a river fisherman like we are, to turning over. So that's something to keep in mind. But as you can see, I'll pop up again real quick. As you can see, just super easy. I better not lose my paddle, but super easy to get your foot. And then you can see, I mean, I'm sitting here just purposely trying to turn it over, and I'm a pretty big boy, y'all. This thing ain't going nowhere. So great balance. All right, y'all, well, it's really hard to show you in this little pond just how well this thing handles, but check this out. No real force required to get this thing out the hole. And a lot of heavier kayaks, that's where the problem is. Those first few strokes, you're just really digging. Not this thing though, you see. I mean, I've literally got a thumb and an index finger, and look how well this thing tracks. But look at some of my other videos. That's how you're gonna get an idea how this thing really handles. You know, I got my little boy in the front, or my wife, Brandy, and it tracks in the current really well. That's Crescent's motto, I believe, live in the current, y'all. And I can't stress just how important that is, to be able to paddle it easy without thinking about it. It turns really well. Just all in all, a great kayak for the money. So yeah, y'all, I mean, it's just a really good kayak for the money. Speaking of money, I think these things come in around 1,200 bucks. Got a lifetime warranty on the hull. So, I mean, you could find one used, and that's good too. Probably find one used for 600 or 700 bucks, but you can get one new. You got the lifetime warranty, you know. Just a great kayak, a lot of versatility for the money. You can rig this thing out with a trolling motor on the front. You can go on the back. I've seen it done both ways. 2-man, 1-man, or you can do like I do, day to day, you can go back and forth. But appreciate you watching. Be sure to check out Crescent's website. That's crescentkayaks.com. If you buy one, and I know some of y'all already have, and that's super cool, but be sure and tell Crescent that you saw them on Georgia Boy Outdoors. Appreciate all y'all do for us. If you hadn't already, take a second, hit that subscribe button. It helps so much. Like this video. Make sure you've clicked on the notifications icon so you can see the next one, and we'll see y'all next time out on the water.